Hello everyone, the Flying Scotsman here, and welcome to this video. Now, what we're looking at here is an operating system called OpenSTEP. And the reason that we're going to be looking at that in this video is because, well, this month marks the first March in Tosh month, which is basically a bunch of YouTubers decided to come together and dedicate the month of March 2021 to all things Macintosh. Now, I did do a sorry excuse of a video about Macintosh, which was me unboxing my blue iPod Touch 7th Gen, which shows what what things run on the Mac platform. So we've taken a look at devices that some people might say go beyond macOS, macOS or post macOS, whatever you want to call it. If indeed it's not, which it isn't, because macOS is still a thing. But where did macOS come from? Well, macOS was born the system software, Macintosh system software, and it originally shipped with the original Apple Macintosh in 1984 and grew up from there. Well, yeah, it did. Except for the version of macOS that people use on their Macs today, that's not necessarily the version that we had back in the 1980s. No, from macOS 10 onwards, the operating system has been built on a Unix core. And actually where that came from is a completely different company. So, back in the 1980s, Steve Jobs was ousted from Apple Computers, and he went off and started his own company called Next. And with that, his company created the Next workstation series of computers, including the Next Cube. And to run on that was an operating system called Nextstep. And that was bobbing along quite nicely. But then Apple, in the mid to late 90s, was looking for a new system to base their macOS from, because, well, the then current platform was becoming a wee bit long in the tooth and a wee bit problematic. They had two choices. They could either go and purchase the rights to use BIOS, or they could go and purchase the right to use Nextstep. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, they did the latter. And with that, ended up with Steve Jobs back. So, we're not going to be taking a look at macOS 10 and what it became today. No, we're actually going to take a look at what it was before. Except we're not. We're actually going to be taking a look at an open source fork of Nextstep, because that's what I could get to run in colour. So, let me introduce you to Nextstep OpenSTEP version 4. So, there we go. Starting OpenSTEP. Now this has been virtualized on Pentium something or other, I forget. Pentium 120 megahertz with, I think, 32 megabytes of RAM. And yeah, I can't quite believe it either that they made Nextstep was available not only for the 68,000 series of CPUs, which is what ran in the Next computers, but also for x86. And in fact, Nextstep was quite famous because it was on this well, not this particular version, but it was on the Nextstep operating system that an English guy called Tim Berners-Lee created. Something that you could do on a network, a little bit of something called something to do with marking up hypertext or something. It World Wide Cobweb or whatever it is. That thing. Is that still around? But yeah, it's thanks to Tim Berners-Lee that we have the internet on computers now. And I don't know what the heck just happened there, but that's OpenSTEP rebooting for no apparent reason. That should not have happened. Seriously, that should not have happened. That does fill me with a couple of concerns, that, if I'm honest. So, unfortunately, this is not going to be like a retrospective of Nextstep or OpenSTEP or where it came from or anything. This is just us. We're going to take a wee look at, or at least we're going to attempt to take a wee look at the OpenSTEP operating system and just kind of see some of the things what it could do. Oh, here we go. So, this is what Nextstep looks like when you boot it. I'm just going to call it a Nextstep because it essentially still is. And for some reason I can't get the mouse to slow down. I can't find the preferences pane. Well, I mean, I found the preferences, but not. You know. Do you know what? I'm actually going to do it manually on my actual mouse. Oh, wait a minute. I think I just blooming well found it right enough. It's going well, really. So yeah, this is the Nextstep control panel, preferences panel. So I'll set the time. I'll set the time properly. When I say properly, it's properly for here anyway. Boom. All right. Okay, it thinks it's April 1997. Let's see if I can actually set everything properly. Okay. And cut the keyboard right. And I could change the background color. And if you're a Macintosh user, you might recognize this color picker. And obviously on the Macintosh on the Macintosh version of this control panel, you can get a color picker with crayons. And I must admit, I do quite like how you can actually just use the color picker to select a color, saying, "Oh, I like that shade of brown. I think I'll take that." And there we go. We've got a shade of brown. but I'll just keep that where it is. You've got automatic screen dimmer. You've got brightness settings, which obviously don't work. Then you've got sounds. I wonder if any of these actually work. Probably not, because I've had the things set to the wrong output. But never mind. It does have sound, because it has support for Sound Blaster. And you can change the menu location. That is weird. And then you've got Unix options and then power options. Now, this is a lot like the Macintosh Unified menu, because this is where your menu is. Obviously, I'm thinking the design of Nextstep was meant to be different from Mac as possible, but obviously Steve Jobs still had the idea that he wanted a unified menu. I'm not sure I like this. I think this is a bit weird. And it takes up too much room. There's really no need for it to take up that amount of room. You could just have it along the top, you know? But then again, I know how much of a stickler Apple were. They they didn't like you having they didn't like Microsoft having overlapping windows. So you have the Next Time player instead of the QuickTime player. You have the Next Time player. Bravo, bravo, creativity, right enough. Edit. That's a document editor. That's a rich text format. I wonder. Font panel. Yep, that's something else I recognise as well from macOS. Can I get rid of these? Yeah. And then there's an app called Webster. Oh, it's the Webster's Dictionary. So I could look up something like computer. And that's a terrible font. So you have a Webster's Dictionary built in. And I know of another operating system that has a dictionary built in, or that used to have one. I don't know if it still does. Gonna have to have a look at my my Apple Mac. And then you've got Librarian. I'm guessing that's lets you search for things. So that's apps that come with the operating system. So what if I go into Next Developer? We have some more apps, some different apps. So we've got some games. Let's have a look at this. Boink Out. Whoops. Ah, that went well. That went well. Boink. So this is like Breakout or Arkanoid, or if you will. So you can load in different background. You can just have it demo the game. Black space. And of course, the bouncing ball. I mean, really, you kind of had to, didn't you? And then you can have that as a desktop background. And then you've got a billiards game. Whoops. What did I do? What did I do? Alright, okay. So that's billiards. You can play pool or 8-ball or what have you. So let's have a look at bug next. Oh, it is used to report problems to software issues to Next. Right. Okay. And you've got a CD player. Can't find CD-ROM drive. Well, it's there. And I love how this looks a wee bit like Winamp. Of course, you've got chess. Very nice. Very nice. That's a spinning weight. That is a spinning weight that came up there. I have no idea how you would play chess, but yeah, no, this is going to go horribly, horribly wrong. Dark Forest. What is that? Oh, it's a compressor. It's a file archiver. Wasn't that nice? Oh, a drawing app. Ah, this looks like a vector drawing app. So, actual drawing. So, I could draw... There you go, an Apple Mac. I wonder how powerful this app is. Can I skew it? Can I put colours? Oh, yep, I can. I can put colours. Let's see. There we go. Oh, now I've made it transparent. That's not what I wanted. Jings. Okay, well that went well. Oh, why is the colour picker still there? Oh, now it's away. You've got a keyboard. Ah, right, that's a character map. And then you've got the Mandelbrot. That must be some kind of fractal... Very nice. So a lot of these are just technical toys for engineers to play about with. Alright, so you've got molecule fat. Ah, right, okay. The molecular makeup of aspirin. So quite a powerful operating system, even on x86 hardware. And ObjectAlic. So obviously that's like wee things that you can do on Next. And then you have stuff you can configure the next operating system and do what all with that. So also there's an email app. Excellent. Now, how do I get my Gmail working with this? No, I'm kidding on. But I love some of the graphics in this as well. Very, like the icons are pictures of things, and that's basically what macOS used to be at one time until they made everything all flat and what have you. I kind of like that. And I'm amazed at how dated that looks now. Because, back then you'd have thought, oh wow, this looks amazing compared to the cartoonish icons in Windows. But no, it looks charming, does this operating system. I honestly think it looks very charming and what have you. And it is. It's very powerful if you know what you're doing with it. Which, evidently, I don't. So I guess I get to go back to using Windows like a noob. Tools. Finder. Oh, right. No, that is actually a finder of things. No, I think this shell is literally just called, I think, Workspace. Yep. It is, because that's the title of the program there. So, that has been a wee look at OpenSTEP. Workspace Manager. Yep, this is OpenSTEP version 4.2. And it's, well, like I said, it's quite a nice wee operating system. Just a shame I didn't really have very much to show you. I couldn't even take this out on the internet because PCM doesn't seem to emulate a network interface that this can use. Which is a bit of a shame. I'm sure someone's yelling at their screen going, yeah, you did that! But, well. So, this has been my pathetic offerings from March and Tosh. I will try my best to put a list of other March and Tosh contributors in the description of this video. So, if you actually want to watch something that's, good, then please feel free to do so. But until then, I think I will sign off here. So thank you very much for watching. And we're away to just turn this off now. It's not quick. There we go. So, thank you all for watching. and please join me for my next video. Cheery bye. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. You could also subscribe to the channel and hit the wee bell icon to be notified when I have published a new video. But until then, please feel free to check out some of my previous videos.